Sziasztok, sziasztok! Ez itt a videópalac, mint láthatjátok, visszatértünk a mi kis csirke kalandjainkhoz. Chicken Police Painted Reddel fogunk továbbra is játszani, nem is húznám tovább az időt, hanem vágjunk is bele. De még mielőtt rákattintok a folytatás gombra, azelőtt ne feledkezzetek el feliratkozni a csatornára, ha még nem vagytok, hogy ne maradjatok le a következő részről. Illetve dobjatok el lájkot, ha tetszett a videó. Nos, hát igazából kicsit állítok a hangerőn előtte. Ami azt jelenti, hogy egy nagyon picit az környezeti hangokból lejjebb veszek, így. Viszont így a zenéből meg egy kicsit feljebb. Elméletileg most jó lesz, de jelezzétek vissza ti is, hogy mit gondoltok erről az egészről. És akkor vágjunk is bele. Jól van, rendben. Megérkeztünk akkor Ziphez. Ugye, hát egész más hatása van így kívülről, meg fekete-fehérben. A Zips Cafében egy kicsit hangulatosabb a történet.
Look at the poor bastard.
He's looking okay, Marty. Remember what we saw when we worked at the hive?
Wild ones. Don't even remind me. Trying to forget that shit every day.
It's been even worse since. I guess you heard about the riots.
Who hasn't? You know, people are afraid that the Great Fire will happen again, and those hive houses are pretty flammable.
I don't speak of the devil, Marty. But to be honest, I have no idea how this insect matter can be solved.
I do. We just open the ghettos and let the insects live among us like they did for centuries.
Your heart is pure gold, buddy. But you know it's not that easy. Clawville isn't what it used to be.
Érdekesen vannak kiközösítve.
Once this broken down old car was new and shiny. Am I a broken down old car too?
Mély gondolatok.
No matter how big the city is, Marty, I feel more and more like I'm living in prison.
Hey, it's not too late to skip off, boss. You only have 121 days left, right?
120. Then, retirement.
So, what's keeping you?
I don't know. I could have left even earlier. But the city won't let me go.
You're afraid of change, huh?
Everyone's afraid of change, on a certain level. But no, that's not what I'm talking about. The city just keeps pulling me back. If it wasn't for this case, I could have drunk myself to death.
Even the afterlife is better than Clawville.
Sometimes I think that.
I think you're beyond help, boss.
Hát a kaptár van.
This quiet. You know, I understand why Zip escaped here when he got out of his shady dealings.
It's not possible to get all the way out, Marty.
What? So, you also stay a cop even after retirement?
Every cop stays a cop. It burns itself into you.
That's good to know. So am I gonna stay a cop forever?
Sorry, Marty.
Well, that's that.
Okay.
Maybe he can't understand what we're saying.
Or he just doesn't want to talk to us. Which I can understand, considering how most of the animals treat these poor bastards.
Indifference is almost as harmful, Sonny.
You think I'm indifferent about the insect issue?
I didn't say that, boss.
I'm not indifferent. I just think we've simply gone too far to even make it right.
It's never too late to change, Sonny.
I hope you're right.
Próbáljunk meg vele beszélni.
Everything all right, old man?
If there's something we can do for you, just say so, okay?
Well, all right.
Hey, old man. Everything all right? Any trouble?
Still nothing.
Jól van, oké.
This makes the bile rise in my waddle.
Yeah, me too.
Ez most vajon Frank meg a hölgy után van? Mert ugye addig kiszolgált rovarokat.
Praise be unto you, O great neon god.
Hallowed be thy name, and thy pancakes.
Amen.
Úgy. Nos, akkor zsabe.
Ah, jeez, boys. Out of 2,000 joints in the city, had to end up here, huh?
Hello to you too, Zip. How's it hanging?
I had no problems, until now.
Ah, don't be such a drama queen. We just want to ask you a couple of questions, then we're out of here.
And we won't even trash your place this time. What do you say?
I say let's get it over with very, very quickly, chickens.
Relax, pal. We'll be as fast as a hummingbird.
I'm not your pal, and you're as far from a hummingbird as I'm from a polar bear.
Oh, come on, Zip. Don't be so hard on yourself.
Hoppá, van valaki. Van itt valaki. Gyorsan szétnézünk, hogy... Ja, de hát... Merre gombunk?
This is what they call music these days?
Ha! You're croaking like some old bitter crow, Sonny. This is called rock and roll.
It's gonna be trouble, I'm telling you. Things like this make the world go crazy, and we have enough crazy already.
We need a little global insanity every few decades, Sonny. Better a fashion explosion than a real one, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Oké. Na nézzük a menüt.
Ooh, maybe a peanut souffle with faux meat.
Oh, stop it, Marty, before I get sick.
Ugh, you're just a boring old man.
I'd rather be boring than dead.
Nem látom azokat, amiket az Zips Caféba felszolgáltunk. Lehet, hogy már így változtatott azóta.
Wise words, pal. You know what? I was thinking the same thing.
Hova tűntek a színek, és bassza meg a király.
Do you remember that time when Zip made you wash dishes all night?
Do I remember? I'll never forget it. My feathers smelled of soap for a week.
At least you've learned your lesson. Never leave home without your wallet.
Because your partner won't help you out. But hey, wasn't it you who went out to buy a pack of smokes without your wallet tonight?
Well, that's different.
Yeah, right.
Na, hogy az? Na. Itt egy feljegyzésünk közben. Codex. Is van. Nem sokkal a húsháború, majd az azt követő világméretű gazdasági válságot követően 893-ban egy tűzvész majdnem teljesen elpusztította a várost. Ratwell negyedéből indult útjára, és még hatalmas Times folyó sem volt képes teljesen az útját állni. Ez volt maga a megtestesült tüzes pokol, ami után a város szinte alapoktól kellett újjáépíteni. Alright.
I used to think a lot about what makes Zip's coffee so unique.
And?
I decided I didn't want to know.
I totally understand you, Sonny. We all need a little mystery in our lives.
I didn't mean that. I was afraid if I knew what was in it, I'd never want to drink it again.
Oh, I see. That's a good point. Damn it, what's the scribbler doing here?
Sniffing some juicy story?
I think I still owe him a great big left hook.
What did he do this time?
Oh, nothing. Just since I first met him, I wanted to punch him in the face.
I can understand that.
Gods, he's in even worse shape than the last time we saw him.
Well, Marty, aging is like that. And while we're at it, looks like you've put on a few pounds.
What? Who, me? Don't make me laugh. I weigh exactly the same as I've always done.
Yeah, sure.
De kára annyi, mint fénykorában. Beszéljünk a firkásszal.
Hello, Timothy. Scribblers don't celebrate New Year's.
Hello, boys. What a pleasure to see you. Answering your question, no, not really. Not me, anyway. I'm always where the story is.
Mm-hmm. And where's the story now? I can't see it anywhere.
It just stepped through the door, pal.
Oh, you mean us? Well, I think I'll have to disappoint you.
The chicken police are back together? I can't let that go without an ink stain, am I right?
No, Timmy, you can. We're not working, we're just having a little fun, that's all.
I'm not buying that, boys.
You'll have to, Tim.
We'll see about that.
Oké.
Is that rag you work for still around, Tim?
You mean the most read and highest-ranking newspaper of the city, the Clawville Chronicle?
Oh, yeah, that's what it's called.
I see that you still have your famous sense of humor, Sonny. Such a joy.
Yeah, I do.
Istenem, ezt a csipkelődést sose fogom megunni. Ránézzünk gyorsan a felvő programra, hogy minden rendben van-e, és minden a legnagyobb rendben van, szóval essünk neki Zipnek.
I can see we're not particularly welcome.
I wonder why.
Na vajon hogy lehet?
So, out with it. Stop winding me up. I'm almost consumed by all this excitement.
We've just come from the Tsar Club, Zip. Who do you think we met?
If I can guess one, I'd say, was it His Majesty Hobart Ibn Wessler, the Rat Prime himself?
That on, pal.
What a surprise. So, what do you want to know? Just because I don't know anything.
Of course you don't. Just a couple questions.
Go on, boys. Hurry up, will you?
Na jól van, tényleg. Ne húzzuk az idejét. Drága
Look what we
whisky.
found, Zip.
Furry hell. Who'd you beat to death for that?
Beat to death? Who do you think we are? We simply confiscated it.
You sneaky broilers. I'll give you $50 for it.
Don't make me laugh. It's worth 3 times that.
Oh, come on. Give me a break.
Tough luck, Trash Panda.
Trash Panda most esik le. Ezek... Jó. Kiégtem.
We also ran into Filmar,
Filmar? Who's that?
a grumpy old raggedy-ass hawk. His manners are even worse than mine. Ring a bell?
You mean Marlowe?
Was Marlowe. Now he goes by Filmar Lowe.
Oh, I see. So that means he's still alive? I'm almost not surprised. The old guy has a reputation of being indestructible, huh?
He is. And he gave us something that could mean something. Look at this, Zip.
Holy crap, what's this? The guest list at a king's birthday party?
Hey, that's not even a bad guess.
What do you make of it?
This piece of paper's from so high up where I've never been myself, boys, so don't ask me.
Hát akkor kit kérdezzünk, azért jöttünk ide.
We spoke to Natasha. She's scared.
Well, it's not good life insurance to be the girl of the most powerful gangster in the city.
It's not about that. Someone's been writing offensive messages to her. She feels threatened.
I only know that every second husband in the city wants to have her, and every second wife wants to wring her neck because of that. Nothing else.
Thanks, Zip, but we're not any further ahead.
But not further back, right?
Ott a pont, ezzel nem tudok vitatkozni. Hátrébb se
What's
vagyunk.
up, Zip? Quiet night, I see. And what's Timothy doing here?
That's exactly what I asked him when he wound up here. But yeah, he's a regular nowadays. He must be sniffing some kind of story about the hive.
About the riots? Have they reached here already?
I ain't seen nothing. More cops around, yeah, as you can see for yourself.
We're not on duty, Zip.
It's still the same. A cop's a cop. A lot come by, but besides beating up bugs, nothing much happens.
It will, Zip. I can sniff it in the air.
If you say so, Sonny, your sense of smell is better than mine.
Maybe once.
Huh? What more do you want?
Is it forbidden to stand around at your place?
Go stand around somewhere else in the city.
Imádom Zipnek a stílusát még mindig.
So, how about you tell me what you're really doing here?
Not a chance, Timbo. The truth is, we're already leaving.
Sorry, pal. Maybe next time.
Nézzük meg még a jegyzeteket. Elég sok karakter van. Timothy Saltwater, sirály, hím, egyedi ismertetője, egy hangos és idegesítően lelkes, és nagy szerencsétlenségünkre csirkekopók első számú rajongója. Aha. Firkász Tim valódi nevén Timothy Saltwater, egy igazi mindenlében kanál alak és mégis Cloville egyik legjobb oknyomozó újságírója. Annak idején nagy szerepe volt benne, hogy a csirkekopók azzá lettek, amik sokáig voltak igazi sztárkopók. Akkor miért haragudnak rá?
Hey, old man. Everything all right?
Still no.
Ja, nem, még mindig ugyanaz van. Nézzük a térképet. A rendőrkapitányság van még, de miért? Nem tudom, menjünk
I
oda,
don't know,
nézzük meg.
Sonny. What exactly are we doing here?
Let's hope we can learn something about Natasha and Ibn by sniffing around before we visit that weekend house in Flowerville.
Learn something? From Phyllis and Roy's?
Well, I wasn't exactly thinking about them.
Yeah, figures.
Menjünk is befele. Monika!
So soon? That was fast. Almost a record.
Sorry, Mon. We're just here for a little, info.
When are you not here for that, boys? How about wish me a happy birthday for a change?
What? Is it your birthday today?
Of course not. Don't be silly, Marty. You know exactly when it is. We've talked about it a dozen times.
Yeah, of course I know.
Yeah.
So, could you help us with this and that?
Of course, boys, but be quick about it. I'm in over my head with paperwork and blood boils breathing down my neck.
We'll be quick like a hurricane.
Okay.
Guess who we met today? In person, Mon.
King Hector III?
Even better. The one who commands the king.
Wait a minute. Hobart Wessler?
Damn right. Hobart Ibn Wessler in the flesh.
Wow. And you're still alive. That's quite an accomplishment.
But seriously, have you heard that he wants to get out of the black market business? Allegedly, he's trying to clear his name with some kind of new meat substitute.
His name's gonna be rather difficult to clear.
It's a heroic and impossible venture.
I haven't heard about it, but it's an interesting addition to what I know.
Which is?
Ibn's been acting very strange lately, and he left most of his business dealings to one of his goons, Mickey. Also known as the Butcher, the Mongrel, and the Slayer.
Yeah, we once had the pleasure of meeting him.
That's all I know, boys. I know it's not very much, but it's something, I guess. I'll keep my ears open.
Thanks,
Watching
Mon.
Nicholas.
Listen, Mon, a reliable old friend shoved this into my hand. Could you take a quick glance at it?
Quite an imposing list. What could those numbers mean? It could be a date even, but no, this is something else.
That's what we were thinking too, and we got nowhere. But you see a lot of documents. So, is there anything familiar about this?
Unfortunately not, boys. The names are imposing indeed, but based on this, it could be almost anything. The richest of the rich get together on all kinds of excuses.
Huh, it must be a secret cult.
It could be, of course, but also anything else. I'm sorry I couldn't help you more.
Ah, don't mention it, Mon. Thanks for your time.
Or, wait a minute. There is something.
Oh, stop teasing us, Mon.
I'm sure you've noticed that all the names in the list are men, right?
Yeah, of course we noticed.
Thanks for the observation, Monica.
Don't mention it. I'm just a receptionist.
Uh-huh.
We saw a pretty good show at the Czar Club tonight.
Good for you, I guess. Natasha?
Natasha. She performed her new song. She also sang about why she called us there. Or rather, me.
And?
That's confidential, Dollface. Anyway, I can't help wondering about that woman. Her past is a mystery, and I couldn't draw much out of her in person either.
Women like her always have something to hide, Sonny. I think that's exactly what makes men fall head over heels for them.
I know another broad who's all mysterious.
Oh yeah? What's her name? I'll look her up if we have a file on her.
Marty, shut up.
Oh, you mean me, right?
All mysterious, full of secrets, and grace.
I didn't even hear that, Marty.
Do we have a file on a woman called Olivia Blackwig? She's currently working as Ibn Wessler's assistant.
We don't have a file on her, but there are a few Blackwigs that could be related to her. Mountain goat, crow, or caiman?
Crow, around 30 to 35. A very pretty socialite.
Maybe we have a catch then. Theodore Blackwig was a rather influential banker until he went bankrupt. He died a few years back, but his daughter could have ended up in the same social circles as Ibn.
And since they lost their money, she took a job as his assistant.
Yeah, it would fit the picture. But it's a big city, Sonny. There may be more than one Crow family with a Blackwig name living here.
Thanks, Mon.
I'm glad I could help, boys, as always. If it doesn't take a lot of my time, that is.
We know, we know. We're not even here anymore.
Okay.
Miss Jardine, one of the 7 female officers of the Clawville PD. I wholeheartedly agree, partner.
Beszéljünk Boszkóval.
Listen, Bosco, what have you heard about that singer, Natasha Katsenko?
You mean that little bimbo fooling around with Ibn Wessler? They say she's the jackpot, but I've never been into cats, you know.
You couldn't be more racist if you tried, Bosco.
Don't misunderstand me. I don't have a problem with cats at all. I'm simply allergic to them. I can't stand being around them. I don't even take cases with cats.
Good for you. I should have used that excuse myself.
Why? Is your investigation related to her?
What? No, of course not. We just came from her show. That's why I asked.
And what's she like?
Well, I guess your cat allergy would go away for the rest of your life if you met her.
Really? Maybe I'll have a go and see for myself one day.
Jó, nem szaglászunk tovább. Nem tudom, hogy megbízhatunk a Boszkóban. Ezekben meg pláne nem. Na menjünk a hétvégi házba.
Well, if there's one thing I'd learned during 20 years of detective work, it's that if someone wants to meet you at a remote location at night, you should bring an army for backup. One time, me and Marty were stupid enough to underestimate a situation like that, and we never really recovered. And yet, here we were again, about to step alone into something hauntingly familiar. Only one tactic remained, as the old dogs say. Balls to the wall.
This place gives me the creeps.
I wouldn't say I like it either.
Let's take a look around before we go inside.
Textbook.
I'm telling you, it's a trap.
Shut up, Marty.
Damn.
It's not a good sign.
Maybe she just lost it when she hurried into the house.
Yeah, right.
Do you think it belongs to Natasha?
No idea. Do you think I measured her feet when I was in her room?
Not sure I want to know, but I wouldn't be surprised. Chicken police, hands up.
Marty, that's enough.
So, this is the word. What can I say? The message is loud and clear.
Yeah, what matters is who is it for and what does it mean?
I can't misunderstand that if I wanted to.
We'll see.
Wait a second, did that bimbo put a spell on you? As you used to say, Don't let it cloud your objective judgment, boss bird.
Watch who you're talking to, boy.
Van egy ilyen aggodalmam, hogy ez ilyen tipik noir fordulat
Marty,
lesz.
before we enter, did you bring Big Bertha?
Of course. She's in the trunk.
It's time to get Her Majesty out.
That's what I like to hear.
Let's go.
Hello, my beauty.
Just don't point it at me.
Aw, scared? Take it easy. I swore I'm not gonna shoot you again.
Very gallant of you, partner.
What, are you still pissed at me? I'm happy to remind you why you got shot the first time.
I get it. Just shut the fuck up already.
Kíváncsi lennék, hogy miért lőtt rá.
It's the nothing.
What was that?
Forget it. Just an old quote from a movie. It means it's fucking dark in here.
Flashlight.
I didn't bring one.
Me neither. What a pair of fucking professionals.
Yep.
But you do have a shotgun with you.
We should have shotguns for this kind of deal.
Is that from an old movie?
No, it's an original.
Figures. She was lying on the floor as if she was sleeping. She looked peaceful, almost. The large pool of blood ruined the picture. Poor, delicate Deborah. Maybe you were too pure and innocent for this city, but in the end, its filth pulled you under. You know, no animal can swim in high heels.
Wild gods. Fuck even.
Yeah, it's her. Deborah. The girl who came to my office.
I figured, but what the hell happened? Was it Natasha? Is this what you wanted us to see?
No. I mean, I don't think so, Marty. She seemed very attached to the girl, and I believed her. Furthermore, she has no motive to kill her. Natasha meant some object. Something maybe the killer wanted, too. And the poor girl was trying to protect it.
Did she seem that kind of girl?
She risked a lot simply by coming to see me. She would have done it for her mistress.
Why is she naked? Was it sexual? I mean, there's no sign of struggle. She seems untouched. Maybe she knew her assailant. Was it a lover?
This looks premeditated. So far, the messages have appeared in weird places, but this is a new level. It's no longer just about empty threats.
Well, maybe Natasha's on her way here right now. Or she was already here and something happened to her, too. Kidnapped, or worse.
Those are possibilities, but we can't wait. We don't have time for guessing. Search the house. Search everything. The room's not trashed. Whoever did this wasn't looking for the same thing we are.
Or they knew exactly where to find it. Wait, what are we looking for exactly?
I have no idea, but it's something important. Things like that have a way of getting noticed when you come across them.
Amen to that.
Fú. És arra gondoltam, hogy mi van akkor, hogyha nem Natasha volt a célpont.
We should call the department. Anonymously, of course.
Do you still remember the number? I haven't called my own workplace in years.
Cretin. Of course I remember. 555-111.
Is it? Since when?
Since they invented the telephone.
Yeah, of course. No, I knew that. I was just testing you.
Yeah, right.
Később telefonálunk, nem tudom, hogy mennyire vág egybe a történettel. Nem látok semmi extrát, meg kéne feltűnnie. De érdekes, hogy rá lehet zoomolni.
What is this exactly?
A human. Mythical creature. quite the cult in Iberia. The whole country's full of these statues.
Does it mean anything?
They say humans are the keepers of secrets and the messengers of chaos and destruction.
You don't think...
Let's take a closer look. Molly loved things like this.
How about this one here goes missing and,
Don't even finish that sentence, Marty.
Érdekes.
Damn, just like in the adventure books. Rich animals are all insane.
You have a point.
Oké, valamit kinyitottunk.
Oh, you can't be serious. Is this some kind of...
Yeah, it's a riddle, Marty.
But it doesn't make any sense. Why use something as simple as this when a 4-digit number is almost impossible?
An idle whim, or the riddle has a meaning.
Maybe. 4 animals into 4 places. What does it represent?
Think, Marty. Where did we see 4 animals holding something in their hands?
Megnézem itt a dolgokat.
It's an exceptionally beautiful piece. What does it depict, I wonder?
I have no idea, Sonny. It's so art, I'm scared to have an opinion.
Ez annyira művészet, hogy egy szót se értek belőle, adom. De aranyos a kép. Hát,
The message. Here, too.
Yes, but this isn't about Deborah, and wasn't meant for her.
It was meant for Natasha.
Obviously.
What have we gotten ourselves into, Sonny?
I don't know, Marty, but let's get ourselves out of it as soon as possible.
de vértócsa csak a fejénél van. És nem tudom mennyire részletes a történet, de ha elvágták volna a torkát, akkor rengeteg vér lenne. Ez olyan, mintha inkább megmérgezték volna valami durva cuccal. Így. Na várjunk, a címer a lényeg. A címer lesz a lényeg. Az ember egy mítikus lény, ami számos mondában, legendában megjelenik. Általában a titkok tudójaként, bölcs lényiként jelenik meg, de jelentés kettős, mert nyomában mindig káosz és pusztulás jár. A legtöbben a szimbolikájának lényegét abban látják, hogy bizonyos titkokért cserébe túl nagy árat kell fizetnünk. Azaz a titkok felfedésével átkot vonunk saját fejünkre, sokan úgy tartják ők Nakviti, a semmiség istenének hírvivői, és sokszor angyalszerűen szárnyakkal ábrázolják őket. Márti? Mártit eléggé sokkolt a Deborah látványa, meg tudom érteni, tudtam, hogy nem lesz rutinügy, de ilyesmiben nem akartam volna belerángatni szegényt. Deborah hulláját Natasha Katzenko hétvégi házában találtuk meg, anya szült meztelenül, egy üzenettel a hátán. Deborah halott, és ez a Ez a szó kurva ott virít az ő hátán is. Talán itt? Nem. Kódex. Talán a leírásba? Hát 4 állatfigura. 4 állatfigura tartja ezt a dolgot, de ennyi. Nem ír konkrétumot. Aha. Nem. Az a baj, hogy ki kell találjuk, hogy milyen sorrendben volt. Milyen állatok vannak? Bárány, farkas. Szerintem valahogy így lesz, nem? Hoppá, van benne egy madár is. Nem. Farkas oroszlán. Esetleg mind a 2 madár. Várjunk, melyik volt ez a 4 állat? Nem egy gyors szarvú van.
Ironic, but ever...
Nem tudjuk megnézni úgy jobban a jelvényt. Attól félek, hogyha elmegyünk innen.
Honest.
Pigs, rough.
Bárány, farkas. Jobb oldal. Gólya, oroszlán, bal oldal. Jó, már spuri is vissza, és reméljük, hogy ezzel nem rontottuk el. Bárány, farkas, gólya, oroszlán. Hát ez volt. Gólya, oroszlán.
Did you ever notice how much bigger the lion and the fox are than the other animals?
You know, maybe all animals are equal, but...
Huh. So that's why our king's a fox and not a sheep or a bird, right?
It's maybe a little late, but you're starting to get it, Detective.
Gólya, bárány, oroszlán. Hát, hogyha erre akar utalni a fejtörő, akkor ennek kéne lennie.
This must be Natasha's family.
Wealthy.
Do you think she's from the Stavonian Tsar's family?
Oh, nobody could have survived that massacre. But I'm sure this family was also close to the fire.
What is she doing here anyway? What, an alias? Keeping secrets, and now this case? Do you think it's all connected somehow?
Let's not draw hasty conclusions, Marty.
Hello there. What could this be? Maybe a piece of a painting.
And there's some kind of squiggle on it. The signature of the painter? Yeah, I can't make it out.
Lehet, hogy úgy van skriptelve, hogy nekünk esetleg meg kell nézzük. Hát most már például megint nem nyílik ki. Hogy ennyire elrontok valamit és nem veszem észre?
It's a piece of a painting. Judging by how well it was hidden, I'm sure this is what Natasha wanted. It's a piece of...
Telefonáljunk.
Corville PD, how can I help you?
I found a corpse. A woman. She's dead. Cold. The address is Rochester Street, 37, Flowerville.
Sir, please, would you repeat that?
Rochester Street, 37. Write it down and hurry up for the sake of the wild ones. Hurry! Hurry!
Like a pro.
Yep, like I've done it before.
Oh, yeah. I almost forgot.
How can you forget a case like that? How many times have you seen a three-headed monkey in your life?
I have a memory of a chicken, you know?
That's for sure. Now let's get the hell out of here.
Oké. Nem lehet, hogy a festménnyel van valami?
Nice.
Yeah, it really...
Nem. Jó, menjünk. Menjünk a taktikai ellátóba.
Huh? What more do you...
Is it forbidden?
Go stand around...
Nem, akkor a kapitányságra kell menjünk. Nem a kapitányságra. Így kéne kimenni? Nem.
Stop staring.
Okay, okay.
Furry hell, Marty, I don't want to know.
Nem is meg kell őket várni?
I really shouldn't be here, you know? It's New Year's Eve. I should be out partying, not dealing with this shit.
Well, it's a little late for that. I told you it was going to be a rough ride.
What you told me was it's gonna take a few hours and it's practically nothing.
And you believed me.
Yeah, I was an idiot.
There you go.
Na jó, ez most gonosz volt. Ezen látom át a dolgokat, hogy mit kellene most. Gólya, bárány, oroszlán, farkas. Miért így történt? Gólya, bárány, oroszlán. Nem? Hívtuk már rendőrséget. Próbáljuk meg megint. Nincs válasz. Személyek. Louisnak száma nincs leírva. 555-932. Talán Louis tud valamit. Nem.
It's a piece of a painting. Judging by how well it was hidden, I'm sure this is what Natasha wanted to show us. We stepped into it, didn't we?
Nem igazán jövök rá.
Look at those clothes. Could it be a military family?
Maybe. Or Stavonian fashion.
Your intuition always astounds me, Marty. What would I do without you?
And there you go.
Van még egy festmény. Vissza kéne állítani? Én visszaállítanám, nem tudom.
You wrote that down?
It burned into my mind.
Hát el kéne innen tűnni papíron. Hobdogba már voltunk. Menjünk a kapitányságra.
You're very lucky, boys. You just missed the boss by 3 minutes. Right now, he's trying to get Malloy out of the toilet.
Still can't hold his liquor, huh?
Neither on or off duty. But today, he is sloshed.
Well, he's a water buffalo, isn't he? He knows how to swim.
No, Sonny, just a buffalo. The two are totally different things.
Az egyetlen, akivel nem interaktáltunk, az
Listen,
ő.
Bosco, what do you make of this list?
Maybe it's the guest list of some fancy ball. These are some rather influential names, the ones I recognize anyway. Movie stars, politicians, a few names from the Council of 12 even, if I'm not mistaken.
You're not.
Are you blackmailing them? Because if you are, I'll gladly accept a nice big juicy bone in exchange for my silence.
Stop screwing around, Bosco. It has nothing to do with our case.
Which is what, exactly?
We're still not gonna tell you.
Do you still remember Philmar?
Do you mean Philip? Of course I remember. He's got quite the reputation with that Philmar alias.
We just met him. Small world, huh? Do you know what he's up to these days?
Yeah, as far as I know, he's investigating petty blackmail cases and sneaking after poor bastards cheating on their wives.
Anything else? Did he get mixed up in something that stirred up a storm recently?
Yeah, I don't know about that. We haven't seen him at the PD for a while. He's usually a frequent visitor. Why? Did he run into some fishy business again?
Possible, Bosco. But I'm not sure he'd want to make the same mistake.
Wise decision.
Hey, big guy.
Hey, Cox. What's up? Back here so soon? Did you get nostalgic all of a sudden, Sonny?
I'd rather be anywhere else than here, Bosco, but we're sniffing around on a case.
Who? Are you trespassing again?
Who? Us? What are you thinking?
Just an old case. Still open. Not official, but not active either. We're not bothering anyone. You know, old habits die hard.
I know. I'm just messing with you. So, how can I help you?
Érdekes.
Where are the insects anyway? And the reptiles? Did you ever think about that?
Many times. I think they didn't fit the idyllic image, so they've been left out. Simple as that.
That says a lot about this city.
It says everything, Monty.
Ahogyan Cloville monarchia, a valós hatalom és törvénykezés a király mellett a 12 tanácsának kezében van. Sokak szerint kizárólag az ő kezükben, míg a király maga már csak egy báb és szimbólum. Akárhogy is a tanács tagjai a város leghatalmasabb állatai rögtön a király után, és a legtöbb esetben nem csak politikusok, de nagyhatalmú üzletemberek is.
How's it going tonight, boys?
Uneventful so far, Sonny. But now that you're rolling together again, I suppose we'll have some excitement to look forward to.
What do you mean?
Are you kidding? Last time you shot up a theatre, and, if I remember correctly, each other.
That was a complicated evening.
Aye, sure. Complicated.
Oké. Valami még mindig itt van.
It's a piece of a painting. Molly, my ex-wife. Come to daddy, darling. Oh, man. We stepped in.
Nem jövök rá.
You wrote that down?
It burned into my... Stop.
Okay.
Furry hell.
Nem jövök rá. Furcsa ötlet talán így, hogy megváltoztattuk. Mert tigrissel próbálkozik a barom, de szóljatok rám!
It's a piece of a paint.
Azt hittem, lehet itt valamit Oh.
Anything interesting in there?
Yeah, I think there is.
Okie dokie.
So a piece of a painting? That's it? And what's that smear on it?
It's too illegible to be a signature. It could be anything.
Well, maybe Natasha can help us. After all, this is what you wanted to show us, isn't it?
Well, that's if we find her. She should be here by now.
True. Well, then what's next? How about we peck around town some more?
We could do that, but I think we should gather what we know and try to figure out where we can go from here. Bourbon in my office?
You know what? After all this, I could use a drink.
Right answer.
Na menjünk. Egy pici kis újságos bódé a Calavera dombok szívében, majdhogy nem láthatatlan apró kis pont, mégis innen szerezhető be az egész koszfészek egyik legértékesebb valutája, az információ.
SN. Could be the initials of a person, a place, a company, or a club. Too many possibilities. But we must find out where it's from.
És itt azt hiszem, hogy nincs rajta valami olyan név, de nem. Menjünk az újságoshoz.
Should we say hi to the old beaver?
Sure. Mullen is an old friend, so he certainly deserves a hello. And we do need information.
Few people know as much about Clawville as the old wood chomper. An encyclopedia in the flesh.
Yeah, he always has something.
Na nézzük. Herkules Mullen Hód. Öreg és tele van titkokkal, mint maga a város. Mullen régi harcos társ még a csirkekapók születése előttről, szóval rettenetesen régről. Már akkor is Mullen papának szólítottam, amikor kezdő rendőrjárőr voltam, pedig csak pár évvel idősebb nálam. Ő képvisel sok mindent, amit én szerettem volna lenni. Becsületes, bölcs és mindig jókedély. Mullen jobbára mindent tud a mindenkiről, akárkiről, és amit csak érdemes. Ezt most nagyon rosszul olvastam fel, elnézést. Szóval Mullen jobbára mindent tud mindenkiről, akiről, és amit csak érdemes. Ez segítségünkre is lehet.
Chandler's used to be quite a prestigious cafe. Magnificent animals had breakfast here. And in the evenings, philosophers and writers would get drunk together and argue. The place is now just a second-hand bookshop. Just a shadow of its former self. Like so many things in this city. Like me. The taxi company for the upper class only. Politicians and gangsters. Murdoch and Falcon is a famous law firm in Clawville, run by a blind bat and a bird-brained falcon. Some things are indestructible, right?
Yeah. Mullen's kiosk's been here since I was a little chick. My old man used to drive here from the other side of town for his daily papers.
Yeah, many still do. He certainly is something.
Mullen's a wizard from a forgotten age.
Yeah, kind of. Mullen's car. Ancient, but kind of beautiful. Like the old beaver himself. The Clawville Chronicle. The most read and probably the most biased newspaper in the city. It's supposed to be a royalist rag, but the separatist overtones are getting stronger and stronger every day. Hey, Hercule. What's up, old friend?
Hello, me lads. It's good to see you. What are you doing around here where you never see a cat go by?
We're working, Uncle Mullen, just like you. But I'm afraid we're also walking a little bit outside the law.
But it's New Year's Eve. Couldn't it wait a bit? Whatever the case is, it can't be that serious.
I'm afraid it is. Maybe you can help us with a few things. After all, you know everyone in the city.
What a compliment. But of course I'll help if I can. I know you ever since you appeared in the city. Young, fresh, full of ambition. And little Marty had been just a chick when he was already coming here every day with his daddy, eh? You're like me sons, so you are.
Oh, thanks, Uncle Mullen.
Szimpatikus a hód.
How's Desiree?
What about her? She's still beautiful, and she's still my wife, and I still don't get why she hasn't left me already.
Because she's too much like you stubborn old dam builder.
You see, you're right about that, sonny boy.
And, the cubs?
Cubs? More like jumbo cubs. Johnson's a hotshot lawyer in Galadia, and Timmy also left Clawville to try his luck in Grassmore. But who could blame them?
Good move.
Ah, yeah, but they visit me often, though. They're good kids.
I know, pal. They're from a good litter.
If you say so, sonny. Hey, Martin, my lad, what's up? How's that beautiful wife of yours?
Laura's perfectly fine, thank you.
It's crazy you could grab an amazing woman like her, son. Are you blackmailing her with something?
I missed your famous beaver humor.
I'm just messing with you, son. Anyway, you look good. You're in good shape. You look more like a turkey than a rooster, if you ask me.
Thanks.
This is priceless. Thanks, Hercule. We'll be back again soon.
Yeah, sure will.
Eben's a ruthless gangster, that's for sure, but he's not bloodthirsty or stupid. You're not in danger until you're in his way, and that's not so easy to manage as the whole city's in his hands.
How come they never tried to approach you, Uncle?
What? Of course they've tried. They wanted to buy the whole area and build some huge parking garage on it. Mongrel Mick, Ibben's #1 thug, came here and threatened me more than once. If I hadn't dug me heels in, the others would have sold up. The lawyers behind me, even Biff, the owner of Chandler's. But I told them, over my cold dead carcass.
Oh, looks like it worked.
I'm too much for them, lads. Or I'm just too famous around here to get rid of. We could say Ibben's almost almighty, but he avoids scandal like rats avoid fire.
That's a good one.
I'm a poor nobody, my lads, but my name still carries meaning. This place has always belonged to my family. If my dead body had been found here or in the Times, it would have caused a scandal, even without any evidence. So, he usually listens to reason.
Yeah, when I talked to him tonight, he seemed confused, dissolute, and impetuous to me.
That's uncharacteristic. Are you sure it was him?
Are you joking? Ibn Wessler's not usually confused with anyone else.
Of course I'm joking. Beaver humor, you know? Nobody gets it. Not even the beavers.
Good one again.
Na jó, Monica Rosen.
Nice girl. She used to come here for a while, but I think she moved downtown.
Yeah, she's the poster girl for workaholism. She lives in an apartment across from the PD, but sleeps at the station, if she sleeps at all.
Some animals just race and race through the years of their life until someone stops them and makes them wind down.
Is there someone like that waiting for everyone?
Indeed there is, somewhere. Usually not where we're looking for them.
Yeah, right. You know anything about a woman named Natasha Katsenko?
Sonny boy, what have you gotten yourself into again? That lass is Ibn Wessler's protégé, to put it politely. She's the crown jewel of the city, a shining new star. If you dare talk to a gal such as her, you can expect some serious lead poisoning, me boy.
Well, I suppose I should have come to you first for advice. Doesn't matter now. We're in it, Uncle. Up to our combs.
If you'll accept the advice of an old shaggy beaver, get to the end of it as quickly as you can, and try to make it out with all your feathers.
Yeah, that's the plan. But do you know anything about her? Anything, interesting?
As I've heard, Natasha is quite a mysterious lass. She came from the Stavonian Tsardom and fled to Clawville, but from what? No one knows. Some years of her life are shrouded in mystery, and that rarely means good.
You're right about that. So, that's your advice? Be careful?
At least, sonny boy. And one more thing.
What's that?
Never fall in love with a woman like her.
Thanks, Hercule. I wasn't planning to.
Nobody plans to, sonny. Just take care of each other, okay? And always carry a good gun in your pocket.
Oh, I always have one in every pocket, old-timer.
I know, Martin. I know.
Oké, meg volt minden.
What's up, old man?
Me bones are creaking. My eyesight's getting more and more blurry. And sometimes I hear sounds that aren't even there. I think I'm getting old. Or maybe I've gone crazy already. But the old ticker's still ticking. So, here I am.
Ah, it's good to still have an old familiar spot in the city.
Ah, nothing lasts forever, boys. So, what is this dirt you've ended up in again, eh?
Just a simple case, strumming personal strings. That's why I couldn't refuse it. You know the tune.
Well, yeah. Same old song, eh?
Yeah, it's a classic.
Na jól van, úgy látom, hogy itt is meg vagyunk. Atlas Hotel, Cár Klub, Renderkapitányság. Renderkapitányságra valamiért mindig be tudunk menni. Szerintem most a cárklubba menjünk el.
So what are we doing here again, Sonny?
I don't know. Maybe we could question Natasha.
Do you think she's here?
Who knows, Marty? We'll see.
There's Fillmar. Maybe he knows something.
Yeah, maybe he's not drunk as a skunk.
Stop projecting onto others, old chicken.
Ah, shut the clock up, Marty.
Oh, I'm sorry I hurt your precious feelings, boss bird.
Hey, old bird. What are you waiting for out here in the rain?
Is that you, boys? I'm a little, tired.
I can see that, pal.
Oh, it's all right. I just can't find my car. I don't see very well in the rain. My eyesight's pretty bad. I should wear glasses. Imagine that. A hawk wearing glasses.
Yeah, it's funny.
There ain't nothing funny about it, Snowflake.
Whoa, all right, sorry.
Have you seen Natasha or Ibn since we left?
Ibn? He scuppered off a long time ago. Natasha, I haven't seen her.
Thanks anyway, pal. Good luck with finding your car. You, want some help?
Could it be that I didn't come here by car? What do you think, Sonny? Old friend?
Well, I wouldn't know that, Phil, but, you take care, all right?
Ah, you're telling me? Oh, that's funny.
Tőle már nem tudunk meg semmit.
Hello again, Bojack.
Please don't call me that, sir.
You're right. I'm sorry. What's your name again?
Well, if you really must know, I'm Lance, sir.
Okay, Lance. Listen, it's very important.
Oh, please, sir. Don't get me involved in anything. I just want to get my shift over with and go home to sleep. Relax. There won't be a problem. Just answer the questions honestly. Oh, if I must, let's give it a try.
Right, kid.
Lance.
Lance. Yeah. So, have you seen Natasha since her performance?
Oh, no. Don't ask me anything about Miss Kitsenko and Mr. Westler. It could cost me my job or even more. Hey, it's a matter of national security.
It could be.
Yeah, see? It could be. So, if you help, you won't only be helping us, but the crown and the whole city of Clawville. Oh, okay, all right. Just stop that chicken shit, will ya? I saw Natasha, yeah. She came down, spoke with someone, then stormed out the front door.
And then what happened?
She came right back in 2 or 3 minutes later, soaked to the bone. She was in a hurry. She went up to her suite, then came back down and left.
And you haven't seen her since?
I genuinely haven't seen her ever since, sir.
Thanks, Lance. You've been a great help.
I'm happy to hear that. So Natasha had left?
Seems so, but she never arrived at the weekend house.
Then?
Then we'll stay with the original plan. We'll gather our thoughts at the office and go over everything we know.
Okay, Boss Bird. Lead the way.
Nem látok semmi érdekeset. Na menjünk vissza, Atlas Hotel.
We had no choice but to continue the investigation where it started. In that shady little apartment I called home. The only lead was the list Fillmar gave us, with all those imposing names on it. But what could it mean? And why did Natasha keep it secret from us? But most importantly, what did all this have to do with Deborah's death? The trail started to get cold, and so did the air outside. There was something unsettling in the black clouds, hiding all the stars. I prayed that they didn't bring an early snowfall. The night was already painful enough.
So, what are we doing here?
Trying to calm down. I'll have a shot.
Sure you will.
And we're trying to put the pieces together, of course. Figure out what's next.
And what is next, Boss Bird?
Let's take a look at what we've learned so far. So, how did this whole case start?
Ó, nyomozás. Szóval hogy is kezdődött az ügy? Heddevóra. Aha. És akkor most mit kell csináljak? Oké, ez az. Király. Ó. Júj. Én csak gyanússá teszik őt, azt választanám, mert az ő lehet a forrásuk, egyértelműen neki szánták, egyértelműen nem neki szólnak. Ezen gondolkoztam már. De inkább csak legyen az, hogy gyanússá teszik őt.
Yeah, the threats are meant for Natasha, no doubt about that.
Ja, hogy ez csak így lehet. Oké.
But there was something Natasha didn't speak about.
Mi?
Natasha is terrified, and she's in real danger. But she kept this list hidden from us. It seems too important to keep it a secret.
Okay. Me.
But what could we do with this list? I know only one person who moves in circles high enough to know where it's from. Lewis. We must ask him if we want to get out of this dead end.
Okay. Ennyi.
So, the card is, maybe a dead end. The piece of painting, too.
But the list Filmar gave us...
Exactly. Full of those imposing names. And I only know one person who moves in similar circles.
Lamar!
Yes, Marty. It's Lewis. Exactly.
Of course, it's Lewis. But where do we find the bunny man?
Well, since he owns this building, I'm hoping he's here. It's worth a call.
You know his number?
By heart. 555-932. I wrote it down in my notebook as well.
Oh, you are a professional, Boss Bird.
Jól van, de a telefonhívás ez csak a következő részben. Remélem, hogy tetszett nektek ez a rész. Iratkozzatok fel, ha még nem vagytok, hogyha igen. Illetve dobjatok egy lájkot, hogyha tetszett a videó. Így kettőt összevetve nem maradtok le a következő részről. És írjátok meg kommentben, hogy mit gondoltok erről az egészről, hogy ti mit gondoltok, ki a tettes, hogyan alakul a történet, úgy áll, uzálme bármiről. Illetve, ha már itt tartunk, akkor annyira szeretném felhívni a figyelmeteket, amit ugye Már bejegyzésben is megjegyeztem, meg több videóban is megjegyeztem, igyekszem mindenhol legalább egyszer elmondani, hogy a kommentekre figyeljünk oda, hogy ezt helyes keretek között tegyük meg, szóval azért az építő kritika és a minősítés és a trágár megjegyzések között azért jelentős különbségek vannak, és a vélemény az egy nagyon szent dolog, de a szólásszabadság nem egyenlő azzal, hogy szabadon sértegethetsz bárkit, szóval ezt is nyugodtan próbáljuk meg kultúrált keretek között megfogalmazni a véleményeket, és így nyilván akinek nem inge ne vegye magára, elég sok jó tanácsot és tippet kaptam eddig, nem véletlen, nem látjátok azt, amiről szó van, mármint úgy értem, hogy a negatívról, ugye erre is hívtam fel a figyelmet a bejegyzésben. Nos, hát köszönöm még egyszer, hogy velem tartottatok, viszlát srácok, sziasztok!